number is I306270. I'll start my placement presentation today, and my presentation includes some contents. First one is the information of the Department of Corporate and Information Services. Second one is the frame of taxation services. Third one is what I do in my placement and what I had learned from placement. First, I will start to introduce my department for people. It's the Department of Corporate and Information Services, which provides a range of whole of shared corporate services for government agencies. It includes many aspects of services, include human resource services, which provides human resources services for all agencies through systems, processes, and reports that support agencies in effectively managing their human resources. Second one is the finance services, which provides finance services for all agencies through systems, processes, and reports that support agencies in effectively managing their financial resources. And the fleet services, which provides light and heavy vehicle fleet management for government agencies, including the Northern Territory Policy, Fire, and Emergency Services. And the IT and communication services provides leadership, advice, and services to support information and communications technology requirements of all agencies through outsourced services and government-wide policies and strategies. And then is our property leasing services, which provides leasing advice and services to support the accommodation requirements of agencies. Last one is to provide procurement services, which provides procurement services, systems, and information that support procurement activity in agencies and delivers business efficiency through centralized contracting for commonly required goods and services. What I start my placement is the finance service and the Department of Corporate and Information Services provides financial and reporting services to the majority of anti-government agencies. The major services include accounts payable, which ensures supplier invoices are paid in a timely manner and maintains the government vendor information. Second one is the accounts receivable, which ensures anti-government invoices are raised in a timely manner, manages agency debtor and processors receiver statements on behalf of client agencies. And banking services and cards, which manages the provision of banking-related products or services on behalf of anti-government and manages corporate credit card. And the asset accounting, which ensures major assets, financial and operational leases are recorded, and takes periodic stock takes, coordinates major and minor asset disposal processes, and records monthly depreciation costs. And the taxation service provides payroll tax, fringe benefit tax, withholding tax, goods and service tax, business activity statements, returns to the Australia Taxation Office, and monitors the agency compliance with tax legislation. Financial system, which manages and maintains the government accounting system and a host of subsidiary financial systems, including provision of system security, user training, and support. And last one is the ledgers section. Creates and maintains agency general ledgers, reconciles various GL control accounts and bank accounts, and provides receiver of territory monies services. And the taxation services is which the services which I mainly provided in my department. And I usually do is a business activity statement, which calls BAS. And the frame of our BAS is start from our Director Finance Service Michael and our Assistant Director Taxation Services, which is Joanne, and then is the Principal Taxation Analyst and our two team managers, including BAS and FBT. The BAS team manager is Stephanie, and then is the Senior Taxation Service Officer is Hong, which is also my supervisor. At the first day, begin the training, I started to do my online training. By training, I learned the frame of the department and learned the principle of the taxation. And the different meaning of tax code. For example, P10 means that the expenditure for which the tax invoice indicates the price includes GST and for which an input tax credit is available. And after training, I started to do the worksheet by myself. And every month, the Department of Operate and Information Services need to provide monthly reconciliation for agencies, including the GPT and the body posts. And they categorize these organizations with different numbers, such as 10, such as 11, and including and when we need to use some systems to finish it, to finalize it, such as GAS, EIMS, or ECMS, which is our government accounting systems. These systems are only used by certified organizations. The information of these systems is important for these organizations, so we couldn't print them or we couldn't take them out of our office. It will be punished if you do that. And when we finish the monthly reconciliation, we need to tell our senior officer, which means home is my supervisor, to check it, and then send email of the final reconciliation to our agencies to let them provide approved email. And after that, we may choose some organizations to test some data, because the agencies may have some large amount to use to buy something, but they didn't write a GST in that amount. So we need to test this data, whether it's correct to use the tax code, whether it should to apply the GST or not. So we may test their agency's data maybe every 3 months or maybe every 6 months. And after we test them at the last period of the month, we may do the payroll tax report for our agencies. Then we still need to send it to our manager to let them check it. When they check it, they think it's no wrong, no some missing words. Then they may ask us to send it to our agencies to have approved. And what I have learned from my placement is including some aspects. First one is the patient. Our agencies may have hundreds, thousands data, and we have to search the original invoices for them to check it whether they use the correct GST applied. So we need to be more patient to check them, and we need to more focus on them so that we could not have some mistakes. And we need to check it when we finish it before we submit it to our senior manager to send it to our agencies. In case that we may have some small mistakes, that we can check it and we can make it right. And at this placement, I learned what I should study from others. In our team, it have a person. She is Germany, and she also a student from CDU, but she has been worked at the officer much more time, so she learns a lot, and I always need to ask her to help me to finish my job, because because she can help me a lot. So I know whether we are all students, but she knows a lot than me. So I have to study for her. And then is the email communication skills. Um, as um, as an officer in the office, every people need to write and receive email from agencies, from the manager, from some colleagues. So how to write the email and how to write email to let other people think you are can't, you are urgent is very important. So how to write it is very important for us. And then is the time management. Every month, our manager or our senior officer need to post a paper which includes what we should do every day, and they post it on the board. So when we do it at, let's say, we need to click it and we need to tell our email, tell our manager that yes, it's the time that you can check what I have done. And it can clearly tell us when we should do at when, and it can help us to manage our time perfectly. And the last one and the important one is how to use the tools perfectly. We usually use Excel in my office, and there are some thousands of data from every agency. So when we need to count the amount, we need to use Excel the fix to account them, not to count them one by one. It may save our time. And such as filter, we can use filter to try to find the largest amount or find the unique amount for us to find some different for us to check it. It can also save our time. So how to use Excel well is important for us. And then I will tell some reflection for me from this placement. Firstly, I know how to time management in my placement. Every day we have to do something before the day last. So when in the future maybe I have to make a schedule for me to arrange my time perfectly and to manage my time. It can help me to finish something on time and can help me to finish it in efficiency. And the second one is we need to pay more attention to small details. I still remember that one agency's reconciliation, I make real small mistakes. I write a wrong period of the reconciliation, but everything is correct. Just the period is wrong. It should be April, but I write it as March. I didn't change it from it. So when I finish it and I ask my supervisor to check it, she told me, why you give me a last month's reconciliation, and then I need to check it and redo it and print it. So it may waste my time, and I should know. I should pay more attention to these so small details, because it may small, but it may have a may have a significant impact on the future. And the third one is the communication skills. Every office have a team, and how to make a teamwork, how to get along well with your colleagues is very important for officers. And how to communicate with the agencies, with the manager, with the other colleagues to ask them provide the data, provide what you need is a skill that people should learn. And I think learned these things from my placement. And yeah, that's all I learned from my placement. Thank you.